Hello, everybody. Oh, wow, that was really loud.
Let me change my microphone out there for a second. Hey, everyone. I'm just doing a quick Q&A stream right now because I know I've been away now for about 2 weeks for the most part, which is why I'm actually giving you guys the face camera today because I've been busy cleaning my room behind me all day. So, figured I might as well just take a moment aside and doing just a small Q&A on that. And Prodigy, I know what we've talked about, that's perfectly fine, so just let you guys know what I've been doing the past few weeks. I've been really gearing up and getting more photographs ready for a website launch, which I am actually working on the website right now, but I have nothing up there yet. I'm going to try to get up with about 300, 400 photos at first, and try to upload a new few galleries every Friday, and as well possibly have a blog on how to do photography in the parks as well as my other travels. I do have upcoming travel, which I will discuss about in a bit, which all I gotta say is hello Adrian, Tanya, Cody, and Prodigy. So this is just a small Q&A stream, again. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them, and I will answer them. But so you guys are aware, I am going to be up in the Northeast on the weekend before Memorial Day weekend for family business. It correlates into something that I've not publicly discussed about. So all I can say is I had another devastation in my life around the time of the Magic Kingdom stream where my friend passed. From there, I'm going to be up there for the weekend, and when I do that, I'm going to possibly, if my schedule allows it, go to a little touristy area that I like to, and I'm going to potentially do a vlog on what I like or how I started up here, doing stuff like that. Thank you, Tanya. From there, I'll be busy that whole weekend. I might do a special stream that Monday from New York City. So you guys will already know I'll be in the New Jersey, New York, tri-state area. I might do a stream from New York. I'm not sure yet. I personally don't want to walk around New York City doing live streaming with my phone here, because since it's an iPhone, a lot more people would be geared to take it, but I'm going to be shooting a comparison video most likely of the race through New York starring Jimmy Fallon's design to the design of Rockefeller Center, if I do indeed go. And then from there, I will be going and doing most likely another comparison of the prices in the gift shop of Rockefeller Center to race through New York. And I can already tell you guys from when I did preliminary stuff last September when I was up there for Family Matters, I discovered that New York City was actually higher in price for the same merchandise. Hello there, Casey. So I just want to let you guys know what's been going on while I've been away for the past 2 weeks. I'm also working on getting more videos up. So I've been editing videos in the background. I have a new copy of Happily Ever After. I'm thinking about releasing a very preliminary 3 camera from this. And from there, I will actually be working on it. And give me 1 second. I would like to see what our Russian friend here has to say. So I'm going to just Google Translate it. And then just give my really bad translations. Okay then. There we go. But yeah, if you guys have any questions to ask me, feel free to ask me right now. And I think I have my program open. Yes, I do. So if you guys would like to see, I can show you guys some of the latest photos I've taken, like my Instagram tees from last Friday from Old Town in Kissimmee, Florida, where I just went and took photos for the night. I really didn't do any live streaming. I did like a minute on Instagram live to get the feel for it. And from there, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. I am more than willing to answer questions about what I'll be doing upcoming, because I know I'm very secretive about that. And working on general projects, which I'm going to have another, I think, a 3 or 4 day streaming weekend soon from MegaCon Orlando. Cody, I fought that one. Hey, Mary Ellen. So, if you guys have any questions to ask me from where I've been and what I've been doing, feel free to ask. And I will answer them to the best of my ability. And I know I'm very, like, movement-based and very talkative with my hands and all, but, I'm sorry about that. My favorite food from Starlight Cafe has to be the hamburgers there. Honestly, though, my favorite thing to do at Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe is Sunny Eclipse and his amazing Astro organ. Let me turn my music down a bit. And, again, don't mind the cleaning in my room. I will admit, I'm a soda guy. As much as I hate to say it, I am a soda guy. Funny thing is, I actually keep a spare of key drives in a Coca-Cola glass that I got from IAPA when I went and covered that. So I just have key drives in here. And other countless things of storage. I am a Coca-Cola shill. I will say that point blank. The camera at Epcot. That has been one I want to bring back up, but I've been having network issues for the past about 2-3 weeks now, where my internet will randomly cut out and that will disconnect the live stream. I have been trying to pinpoint the problem now for quite some time, and I think I might have figured out the issue, which would be my modem. So I need to possibly get a new modem, but I'm waiting for a repeat of the incident so I can verify that with error logs on my router and on my modem. But I think it's on my side. I've been having network issues, so I think it's the modem. I'm not entirely sure just yet. I need to verify with my router and the modem's firmware, well, the logs of it, and determine exactly what's going on. But I have a strange feeling it's the modem that's been acting up and not the router. But it could be the router because the router is about 6 years old now. And it's about 6 years old, while the modem's only about 3 years old, so I might have to get a new equipment. I'm not entirely sure on that. I've been trying to figure it out for quite some time as I dropped my phone. No, my router, Prodigy, I have Spectrum Internet. So I was originally Bright House, but from there I went to Spectrum in the nice merger. How much I love Spectrum, I hate them. Yes, Spectrum, if you're watching, I hate you. I want to go back to Comcast badly. I will say that. Hello, Scott. So, Casey, my favorite song. It's really more dependent on my mood. And no, I did not crack a cold one. Walmart, advertise me, please. Please advertise me, Walmart. But no, my music is more based on my mood. I'll actually show you my song library, so you can just see the sheer amount of music I have. I'm a huge one for music. I love soundtracks. I let music speak for me. So if I close out my current smooth jazz album here, I just have countless things of music. So I can go to them based on my mood. My genres that I really prefer are blues, jazz, hard rock, metal, like beach, golf, western, Jimmy Buffett-esque, and cinematic movie scores, and as well as EDM and trance. So I do keep some music, but generally I listen to like a whole album. When I listen to one, I don't listen to a full one. I also have Japanese music as well. So I do listen to quite a bit of music here. And with that, I will go and... So, as I'm losing my words on this one, Casey, I listen to a lot of music, actually, and it varies to how my mood is. I let music speak for me, in a way. Yes, you did see Weird Al. I do listen to Weird Al. I'll actually put in, I think it's music, where you guys can freely track my music habits. Because I actually keep that up there with my one variant of my name. And you guys can see all the music I'm listening to, like currently what's on stream as well. Cody, it's not a fixed IP problem with the issue I'm having, because what I mean by my modem is my internet will entirely cut out for like upwards of 5 seconds. The router's still churning away, but the network will drop just enough that it can cause disconnectivity in the network. And I've had it happen at varying times of the day, 2 p.m., 7 p.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. It is something that I know is an issue for the most part. Let me just put my camera down a bit. It's something more of an issue where I think it's just the equipment, because I am looking at 3-year-old equipment and 6-year-old equipment at this point. So I'm thinking that's most likely the internet. So it just times out. It times out. I notice on that at times, like, I'll have a dump from the Ethernet side, but then I'll also, and this is in the router's error log, then I'll also have, so like I'll have the dump here, and then I'll have like around that same time, because my modem doesn't practice daylight savings time, I'll have a like timeout here. So I'm trying to figure out exactly which one is going on, and because the modem has a lot more errors than my router does, which is why I'm heavily leaning towards that. Let's see here. Scott, I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, I just noticed that. Sorry if I'm rarely going over comments, because I am reading them for the most part off my phone. For The Great Movie Ride, I love The Great Movie Ride, do not get me wrong. I think it's a horrible choice of what's going in there for Mickey and Minnie. I don't like the way that they want to implement it. It's more of a capacity attraction. And what I mean by capacity attraction from working in the parks is it's just there to push people in and out. And another thing is too, they're putting it in such a way where the park really can't do that. Where the park already has a reduced capacity. And really their best bet would be to wait for Toy Story to open up to close The Great Movie Ride. And then when they close The Great Movie Ride, then while it's in its 2 years of downtime, open up Star Wars the next year, and then from there open up the new attraction. But it was more of the issue of the contract was expiring and Disney didn't want to maintain it, And it might also be more issues of the copyrights for the stuff in the attraction as well, because you do have stuff presented by MGM, Fox, Columbia Pictures, RKO. So there's a lot more issues to it when I have to speak legally about it, in a way, compared to we don't know exactly what did happen. But it looks like right now that either the contracts were up. I know that TCM's contract was up with Disney. So I would say that both of them were up at the same time and Disney didn't want to seek renewal, and that hampered the park's capacity even further. Kind of like how you had Ellen's Energy Adventure that closed down because nobody wanted to go on a 45-minute long attraction. I am not the type of person to even go on a 45-minute long attraction. Like, I have my limits for it. It's just the way that Ellen's Energy Adventure is that it wasn't updated at all, which was one of the major issues, and it was, towards the end of its life, unreliable from years of just letting it run without being properly maintained. So that was really the issue. Plus, they also could have figured out a way to shoehorn in Guardians of the Galaxy, which they did. Kind of like how in the France Pavilion they're getting Ratatouille, and that's really pushing Epcot away from its original belief, the prototype community of tomorrow, the experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Now it's turning more into another Disney theme park with IP that has a few special things that the other parks don't have. And Mickey and Minnie is a screen ride. Point blank, Mickey and Minnie is a screen attraction. They said that at D23, I believe. Which also, the theater for Main Street, I've heard, has been canceled. And that's due to logistical reasons, and the money has been funneled to other parts of the parks. So, don't expect a new Main Street theater for the time being. There's a whole plethora of nightmares going on with that. The thing is with Universal, Universal just wants screen attractions. That's what Mark Woodbury, the head of Universal Creative, wants. Because it's cheaper. And when you have it being cheaper as well, then it's easier just to replace. And they're noticing these issues now with Fast and the Furious. Fast and the Furious opened up today. Grand opening. They just silently opened it. After literally 3 weeks of testing. And I saw the wait times for it. It did not hit more than 20 minutes today. Brand new attraction, day one, and it only had a 20-minute wait. And that's more for their market. Because I know who their market is, and you guys can figure it out if you look at the box office mojo for the demographics for the latest one. You notice there's a lot more foreign traffic, especially in the main countries where all these tourists come from. So that's more geared for them. But the issue that Universal's having now is Kong and Fast and Furious. Their videos were brought over from California with extensions. That is their issue. Universal is getting very, very good with as I'm calling them, cookie cutter projects. Or, as I've been saying in private with friends, rinse and repeat. That's exactly what they're doing. And Universal, their pass holders are starting to notice. People are noticing how cheap they're getting, and they want them to stop. Some of the comments I've been seeing for Fast and the Furious among pass holders there are, I'm paying $30 a month for this. People are not happy at all. People are saying it's a horrible attraction, which I can also tell you sway in how the press works in Orlando. When we had Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon open, I've seen day 1 reports, day 2 reports from the blogging site saying this attraction is worse than Shrek 3D. Universal noticed that, and about 2 weeks later, about a week later, week and a half later, on March 11th, I believe it was, they had a press gathering and took them through the attraction and all, and suddenly all their reviews were positive. So I am noticing, working on what I've seen, sway in the park, something I don't like at all, because you're just being bought out at that point. For Tron, I love the way that they're going to be doing Tomorrowland. Tron is an excellent addition to it as well. And with that, they're going to be going and doing a lot of work with Tomorrowland. And picture it more being like the grid. And I actually brought up, right before they announced Tron's coaster, I brought up the idea of bringing back a form of electronica and having the daytime be what we know now from Tomorrowland, and having nighttime be done in the way of the grid. I actually need to still make my promo photo for that. My idea photo for that. But we're going to be going a lot more towards a cyberpunk look, but more of a clean cyberpunk look, because you have my opinion, the two cyberpunks that I love is the clean aesthetic, which is Tron, but then you also have the high-tech low-life one, which is Blade Runner. And I love them both. I just love cyberpunk, so anything that has cyberpunk, I am down for day 1. So, did I go to Animal Kingdom's 20th anniversary yesterday? No, I did not, because I was up very late. I went, and as you guys can see my dirty room, because I'm cleaning it right now. I was part of one group I'm on. We had a community night where we watched a movie the night before, and well, I decided in my great wisdom, I'm going to go to Walmart and buy one of these 1.25 liter ounce bottles of Diet Coke. Well, that, and it's 160 plus milligrams of caffeine. Later, I saw the clock when I went to bed, and it was 6:40 in the morning yesterday. So I would have only gotten like 2 hours of sleep. Being in and going there, I really didn't want to do it. I'm going to go over there, I think, as early as tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure just yet, as you guys can. So I'm going to be working on it from there and figuring out exactly what I'm going to be doing there, because I do want to cover Finding Nemo the musical again and just do a better multi-angle thing for it. I do have it filmed once. I'm working on it, but I'm not sure if I want to release it in the way that it is right now compared to going back and doing a proper filming of it. That's what I want to give you guys the best quality possible, so that's why I do hold back videos that I shoot, and then from there determine what do I want to do with them, and do you guys want to see them. That's my thing, and why I have literally sitting in a pile, like I have here one hard drive, and then I have to my other side I have 5, as my one hard drive disconnects. So I do shoot a lot of media, and it's just more of, do I want to give you guys something that's subpar quality compared to high quality? So that's the issue I've been having, and why I've been reluctant to do stuff with some of my content. And I've been looking at filming new content, and currently exploring ways of how can I do it, and what do I do, and how do I do it in a way that I think you guys would like. So it's more of, I've been doing a lot of exploring content for it. Hey, Mr. Master. I am nearing, because the way I'm doing my degree, I've been doing online stuff in Orlando for my other requirements, because you know how schools are and they have to have requirements. I should be back up in New Jersey come fall, and there I start my level 300s and 400s because I'm going to do them most likely in an accelerated approach. So that's what I'm currently doing right now. And being a meteorologist, like wanting to do meteorology, actually was something that came into my mind after Hurricane Katrina. Because, as I've told some of you, I'm from a family of first responders. My grandfather, my father, and my great-grandfather were volunteer firefighters. And at one point I wanted to be a volunteer firefighter, but since we're going more into paid firefighting and less to the volunteers, I was able to figure out a way to bridge my loves of media and meteorology and just being able to help people. That's why I want to become a meteorologist. I just want to be the guy who you turn to on TV and tell you guys there's a tornado warning coming and seek shelter. And I look at it from this standpoint. I can go into the government and work for the National Weather Service. And I don't want to do that. Because I want to be the one who can spread the message, not the one, like, I can write it out and I can do all of that and I know what's going on just by looking at radar, but I want to be the person that will actually alert the public and do it in such a way that I think would be good enough so people can actually heed the warning and not see like this message on their phone saying tornado warning for such and such. I want to be as detailed as possible and as immediate as possible, which is why, like, I will change my inflection for it and stress a bit more into it and run into a part of my psychology minor. So that's what I'm going to do with meteorology, actually, and why I currently do stuff where I have, like, press badges to Universal and whatnot, because I just like being a journalist, too. It's just one of those fun things. But yeah, I'm going to try to do some more live streaming for you guys. I am blacked out of Disney. Like, I'm blocked out starting June 3rd till August 10th. So I'm going to be figuring out what I can do during that and do live streaming. So I might do some from Universal and do just like general day trips potentially, the Kennedy Space Center, do rocket launches, do stuff like that. That's what I've been kind of looking at doing. And doing one up when I'm in the New Jersey, New York area. Potentially from New York City. Because the way my flight works is I have enough time to go into the city for a few hours because I have a 9 p.m. flight. And maybe if I'm willing to buy internet, I can live stream my flight for everyone. I'm right now at the process where I'm just working on content for all of you and deciding what do I want to do to expand my content. Which actually, can I show you some of the latest photos I've been working on? Let's see, I'm opening up my process side. Which I'm going to try to get the site up. Give me 1 second. Oh! Well, chat, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm just going to put you guys onto a brief hold on screen. Just give me, again, 1 moment. And I'll be right back. Sorry about that.
I saw that, Prodigy. I think we should unmod you for that. Ah, I selected the wrong microphone again. There we go.
Sorry about that, quick. My mother was just asking me a question. So, let me go in. Oh my god, there we go. I have to fix my timer for that. Let me reopen up my thing. My stream on this side. Okay, so you guys can see some of my latest photographs here that I've been working on. I've expanded from last time you guys saw me. I think I only had done like 500, and in the time I'm processing a lot more, so I'm upwards now of 13. So I've been getting a lot more work done. But so you guys can see some of the latest that I've been doing. It's just general like photography and doing stuff that I think would look good. And I'm trying to process as much as my back catalog as possible, which I have a new way of doing, which will be good. I'm going to be working first on the most recent, and then from there in my spare time working on my back catalog. But like having a nice photo like this, and the way that this works luckily is I can show you guys what the original looked like. So you guys can see how I've been like working and making colors a bit more vivid and bringing stuff in where I need to. And then I just have like general tests and whatnot going on from like Universal and the Mummy. And then working from there, like getting in some Potter stuff going. And just working really more when I can. Like I'm processing Mickey's Not So Scary photos now for some of my back catalog, which I'm really happy about because I love taking photos in the park during the time. But you guys can see how my dates really jump around over here for how I want to do things. And my Starbucks, will you please doing that? Yes, Prodigy, I have a lot of photos from when we went, and I went a second night as well. I actually have yet to process those. I would say my working catalog right now is 95,000 photographs. So I have a lot more stuff going on. Like, so you guys can see I take photos early in the morning as well. So I was at the park early that day. But generally I've been doing a lot more testing and whatnot. And seeing where do I want to go with these. But if I go over to some of the latest ones, like I've gone to the point of like doing some bulk ones that I know will work. Like when I went originally to Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. I'm trying to remember the name of the attraction. And then working on like bringing in colors and making them a bit nicer. And darkening where I need to. So you guys can see what I'm trying to achieve here. Then I have some from like Toothsome's Chocolate Factory that I've been working on. But generally some of my latest ones that I've been working on have been recent ones. Very, very recent ones at Disney and Old Town. Let me just see something here real fast. Thank you for that Facebook notification. I forgot I had those enabled. Some other ones I think you guys will like are photographs like this of the castle and the whole park with a nice sunset in the background. Which I believe this photo was a lot brighter in the beginning. I think. Hey everyone, there's Prodigy. Go find him on Facebook. Add him. Feel free to add Prodigy Smash on Facebook. There's his profile photo. But yeah, these photos, I'm going to try to get some of these out as early as by Friday. And as I was saying, I am going to be working more on a blog for it as well, like tips who will help you get better photos in the parks, my tricks and trips. God! So, speaking of internet issues from before, there we go. We should be back. Are we back? We should be. Yay, I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. Okay, so you guys can see like some of the work that does revolve around some of these photographs is like the original compared to the master from the Line Messenger. This photo was taken in the Line Messenger store in New York, by the way. And then working on photos from like Times Square, where you guys can see where I think it was over here where I needed to darken it a bit as my mouse screws up. But yeah, let me show you guys some of the latest that I've done, because those have been some of the ones I've been working on. Let's see, where's my... For anyone who's a horror movie fan, by the way, Alex Vincent, Andy, and Catherine Tate, his mother from Child's Play with Chucky. But here's been some of the latest from Disney that I've definitely been working on that are still under refinement, really. So you guys can see them. And actually, I'll show you guys, I'll do it in split screen as well so you guys can see what the original looked like. And I'll do it like such. We'll hide this one and we'll keep the bottom up. So you guys can see some of the work that it does involve in the photo business. Which all I could say is I'm really a big fan of this photo. Is it? Welcome to my internet, everyone. And my probably insane RAM usage. Or, no, wow. Says it's fine. But let me close out Google Chrome. Yeah, I have a lot of RAM being used. There we go. That should be stable. That should be better off now. Mary Ellen, I'm working on that. I am definitely working on that. I'm trying to figure out a way to do it properly. Like, because I can tell everyone my last name is Feeney. It's not that shocking. That's what I work in. So I've been working on doing more like logos as well. And I've been taking a lot more inspiration to some of my other work that I like Danny Elfman. So like that's why you guys always see FMG projects. So you guys can see like some of my logos that I think I have done, if it's in here. Are they not in this one? They might be. Oh, I have like my end card template, which if anyone's interested, I can put up the template that I use for all of this. Do I have the one that I think I have on here? So you guys can see though, like some of the logos that I work on, which this, oh, that has something complete. What does that have in there? We're discovering a folder that apparently is Disney World Resort Loops. Oh! These are text documents and a statement for the record. Kinda scared to open those up on stream. Give me 1 second. One moment. Let me figure out what the statement of record is. I'm kinda concerned that I just have this random thing. But yeah, I am working on a lot of other stuff. It's also my computer, which I just crashed Windows Explorer, I think. Or it's crashing. Yeah, it's crashing. That or it's trying to open up Adobe for me. And if you notice, hey, maybe. We should be back. Should be back. Testing 1 2 1 2. Does my computer hate me even further? Testing 1 2. Does my computer hate me even further? And I'm sorry for the having to get everything refreshed. That statement on record, by the way, as I was saying before it crashed my computer, was it's a political document actually. There's a House briefing I wanted to watch. I didn't watch it, so I downloaded it from their site and read the statement of the whatever statement it is. But as I was saying, so you guys can see, I'll take us back to it. I am working on what do I want to merch out for my general stuff. Hey Ariel. So I hope everything's well with you. So you guys can see, and my last name, a big shocker here. I am working on trying to figure out what do I exactly want to monetize out. Like stuff like this or whatnot. Be photographs, so I am working on them. And right now I'm kind of not sure how I want to monetize my channel, because it is an After Effects template. You know, I want to do that as well. It's more of a road of how do I want to approach this. Speaking of network issues and network stability, this is why I've not been streaming the Epcot camera. I just make sure that worked. Hello, microphone test on my side. This is why I've not been streaming the Epcot camera. Yeah, there we go. So I've been working on it. And I need to get new music going. Wow, did I listen? We listened to that whole album. What would be a good one? That's not Green Day. We're just gonna have it on in the background. I'll just run something from early on EDM in the background. Okay, yeah, you know what, we're gonna go over to jazz. No EDM today. I'll actually listen to that later. I'll put my speaker system on. We'll go to New Jazz Lounge. There we go. Now we're in the lounge mood. So yeah, oh, must have been this program. So like, this is some of the designs I've been going with, ideas for like just a logo header, like doing this as bumper stickers and whatnot. So I've been working on what do I want to do with them. But yeah, as going back to some of the latest photos, as my stream crashed the first time, and again I do apologize for that. So you guys can see, like, this is one of the photos I just took already. If you guys look, I took it on the 13th. I actually like this. I am working on, again, doing web design in the background and doing other video work. So generally when it comes to selling merch for my channel, I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to merch out and how do I do that. I'll just take you guys over to this nice one. I'll do if you guys want, I can do a lot more like somewhat detailed write-ups to what I do into a future blog post for the site, which is something I've been thinking about doing. But generally, these are some of the stuff that I've been working on and what I've been working on majority of the time. And trying to figure out exactly how I want to do that. As well as some of my many random photo moments here. Nice, Ariel. I'm glad you guys are having a great time down here. As I'm just going through this quick, because this is a series of photos. This one I can say to you guys was a great one to work on. And actually, I'll show you guys the right-left split. Just the difference it can make. Which is, we'll go into one of my tips on why I shoot in, as you guys can see, .nef compared to .jpeg. And then from there, moving on forward, doing some low light photography. I'll do I think a whole series on low light as well. Because this one was another one where I think I had to run some filters into it already. Because I can tell you guys, I did lift up colors as well. Spectrum likes killing me. I am sorry. Not yet. I don't have any Phantasmic photos yet. I haven't been over yet to see Phantasmic. I have never seen Phantasmic at all. So I'll have to add that to my list of what I've been working on and what to do. Here's a fun one for you guys. Yes, Prodigy, I've never seen Phantasmic. Oh, Ariel, I'm sorry that you haven't seen Sunny Eclipse yet. He is one of my go-tos. Come on, thank you. Just that difference. I'm just looking at this. This is, which I'm gonna get us a Prodigy. I have seen it on YouTube, but I've not seen it in person. That's the key difference. That is truly the key difference. So you guys know, I'm going to probably do some crop series as well, because this was actually the latest rocket launch from Kennedy Space Center. I took this by my house. You really can't see much from it unless I go up close, but let me go back up to the 3-to-1. But there was the rocket. So I am going to be working on seeing what can I do, and that's one of my reasons to go over to Kennedy Space Center as well, so I can get much better photos that I'm not an hour away. Then I just have one of like the smoke plume. I think, do I have the, no, there's more of the rocket, but you can really see those Merlin engines in the background of it. And I'm just doing general stuff with like the sky for all of that. Okay, Prodigy. And then just more like tests in my neighborhood. And then this was Friday night. Friday night was cars, cars, cars. So I have a lot more of these done with some low angles as well, such as, not that one, which one would be a good low angle? Such as ones like this one that I've been working on. Okay, Ariel, the way that for Sunny is, he's in the indoor seating, and the side that's already open that isn't behind a wall is behind him. Best way to catch Sunny would be going to Tomorrowland closest to the castle. Do you want to change performance? Not right now. One of my major issues with my computer yelling at me right now. And then from there, from the cars, going over and taking some photos of Fun Spot America, and getting some duplicates of some of the other cars here. Which, I never noticed how I took that one. That's actually a very nice way that the shot's somewhat composed. And then from there, it just goes over into Fun Spot America and continuances of Old Town. Which, for anyone on 192, if you've ever seen this giant sky coaster, that is where it's at. You can see it from I-4. As well as their new wooden roller coaster, Mind Blower, I think it is. I don't even remember the name of it. And I just like waiting for the cars and their zero-G element, well, their Cobra Roll element, which looks really, really nice, I've got to say. I think that's Mind Blower. I'm not even sure of the name of it. It's Mind Blower, not Mind. Mind Blower. And that's what these photographs are for. And then just this general one I took because of it was the day before Barbara Bush's funeral. So I took that. You know, I can say, Ariel, I love rocket launches. I'm a huge nerd for rocket launches. I'm a big, huge nerd for rocket launches. So, everyone, anyone have a few more questions for me from what I've been doing and what my upcoming plans should be? Because I'm going to wrap it up in a few minutes. From there. So, feel free to ask before I go and have some dinner. Because it's 8 o'clock. Wow, it's 8 o'clock. Yep, Old Town Kissimmee. Which actually, can I show you guys? Let me see if I can pull up a bit of the website. Do you guys want vlogs? Because I've never thought of doing vlogs. Because I've really kind of don't ever see the appeal for it. Plus, I really don't have, as I call it, that much of an interesting life. But I was earlier thinking about doing a vlog of when I'm up there, like, exploring some of the areas that I grew up in, or grew around, and doing stuff like that. I'm sure I could probably do some park vlogs. I've never really thought about it. I'll be quite honest with you. Plus, from there, I wouldn't want to do it in such a long length of time. Because I know people can do hour-long videos of vlogs, and it's like, I don't know if I want to have anyone do all of that. And if anyone asks, I'm playing with a multi-tool. Which I am playing with a multi-tool. Which, by the way, this is not TSA approved, so you guys don't bring these on aircraft. That's my friendly, helpful tip of the day. Do not bring these on aircrafts because they are against the law. If you do like having a bottle opener, get like one of these. These work. And if you're a nerd like me, get a Tron paperweight. So, let me see. Can I pull up my site? Because I'm going to start it on a WordPress.com page, I think. Because I've been doing some stuff, but I've been just trying to get the general idea going. Yeah, I do a lot more stuff behind the scenes and in post. So let's see, can I open this up? How do I want to do all of this right now? Because I have no photos on there. Let's see. So you guys can see, this link isn't active yet. So let me just crop that out. I can't crop that out. So you guys can just see quick. I have here home gallery, which will have the photo galleries. They're not in yet, and they're all private right now. I'm gonna plan on doing them by month for the most part, and then just roll it so you guys can go and see what months there will be. So like if I click the Old Town one, since it's private right now, but it will have tags in it as well for the like 2018 Magic Kingdom, Walt Disney World. So if you click Magic Kingdom, you'll have them, but if you click like you'll have it for the park. Then, like, if you click Walt Disney World, you will also have, like, Epcot in there. I will have a blog in here as well, where you guys will be able to see everything. I have an About Me and a lovely photograph about myself. I have a test out page and then a contact for all of this. I'm still working on this. It's very rudimentary at this point, but I want to get most of it, if not, I want to get it out by Friday with at least 300 to 400 photos on it. And that also works with potentially putting stuff up on a Redbubble immediately, and working and doing like photo galleries for like votes for limited edition prints. Doing stuff like that. So that's a lot that I'll need to work on, that I've been working on a lot in my backlog. Let's see. Alright, Ariel, when I have a chance later, I'll check them out. I didn't know. I really don't pay attention to my Instagram app. Like, while I pay attention to it, I don't know all the features to it, because I use it sparingly for the most part. So, does anyone else have any more questions for me right now? Because if not, I'm going to let you guys head out and have a great evening. Let's just see if there's any few more questions here as I play with my multi-tool. Who needs fidget spinners with a multi-tool? Actually, I should probably put that on my keyring later. Let's see here. Yada yada yada. Let's see where I am on my vlog side. Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna, as I got hair in my mouth, I'm gonna head out now. I'm gonna go have some dinner. So thank you everyone for joining me. I'll try to have a video back up for you by Friday, and I'll just be working and working until then. I'll have an announcement video for when the photos are up and all of that, and from there we'll work it all out. So I thank everyone for coming in, and thank you, Cody. My trip isn't until late May, so we'll see that. We'll actually have a very special 2 weekends potentially, where the Memorial Day weekend I will be covering a convention here in Orlando called MegaCon. So they should have a Disney Little Mermaid panel, which I'm sure that I'll be able to try to live stream for you. Other than that, thank you everyone for joining, and I hope you guys have a great start of your week, and I'll see you guys later this week. Have a good one.